Oh my god, oh my god, I'm finally penetrating that sweet spot. Getting right in there. You know it.
What is up, ARK survivors? This is Lucy coming at you live, nude, and totally crude.
And this is Alcarin, bringing you that sweet, sweet dual commentary.
And yes, if you haven't noticed, this is a part 3 to our epic raid fail, and we are still trying to penetrate this bitch.
I just want to throw a shout out. We're still shooting for that 100 subs for a vlog. Currently, we're at 71. Thank you so much. I can't believe how much this has grown. Just keep doing what you guys are doing and just keep being awesome.
Yeah, and we wanted to thank Aaron Jones for having our back on those comments. Also, Bass Wild and Jake M. Thank you for the great comments on the Dio and the Kets. And we'll definitely give those a try next raid.
Our epic raid fail, the first vid broke 2,000. It's at 2,107 hits. I can't believe it. You guys are just rocking it. And also check out part 2 right before this if you haven't already. It's just doing amazing. Thank you so much. Back to you, Lucy.
Yeah, so if you noticed, Alcarin's just going crazy with these freaking rockets. Pretty much this raid broke the bank. There's nothing else, but this is just so much resources.
So right here, I'm dealing with some nasty piranhas, trying to slip some rocket shots in that tight hole right there. And one thing I noticed, though, it's really hard to get rocket shots past those organics. I'm just trying to clear out all those wooden spikes, and I think I just missed and hit the gate. Back to you, Lucy.
Yeah, see, this is the only time in life when you're trying to shoot something through a small hole and you don't want to get hit by what's coming out.
I also got my Geiger right back here on the left. I'm hoping to be able to, after I get through these mosquitoes, hop on that Geiger and right in there and maybe be able to eat some of the spikes, but I'm not quite sure how good or bad that pushback's going to be.
Yeah, I can definitely say the organics, I learned a whole lot about organics during this because honestly, they're better than metal turrets. If you have the time to do your fertilizer, the fertilizer lasts one real life day?
Actually, I don't know. It's like 2 or 3 days that the fertilizer seems to last, at least on our server. Yeah, it doesn't seem like metal turrets push back quite as much. So you could actually walk through something with metal turrets. But with those organics, the only complaint or only suggestion I have is to run two turrets for every 1 metal.
And what I'm doing right here is taking advantage of the Dodo Rex, and I'm going to summon one. And so I brought a whole shitload of cooking pots, placed them all over, and fucking snakes always up my ass.
So funny, Lucy. So yes, during the Christmas event, you can summon the Dodo Rex if you got coal, spark powder, and cooking pot. And Dodo Rex can break metal. Tested it.
As we're editing this, first off, I'm on fire. It's fucking crazy ass shit. And then fucking Alcarin tells me, you know what would have been a better idea than taming the Dodo Rexes? Oh, we should have not, because then the organic turrets weren't set for non-tamed dinos. We could have just kept going through. I could have shot myself.
Such a great idea, but when we're summoning these things for the first time, I think you get to use them for 20 whole minutes,
yeah.
And they just have 666,000 life. They're great for bullet soaking. They really made a difference in this fight. Thank you so much, Lucy, for summoning those awesome Dodo Rexes.
Yes, and thank you for coming up with a great idea after the fact. Really appreciate it.
Well, that's usually how I roll. I don't come up with great ideas when they're absolutely needed. I usually come up with them after the fact because that's when it's most relevant. It looks like I'm shooting some ballista shots to try to knock out some organics. We got the Geiger with the witch hat, albino working his way in, and it's just amazing how hard those organics are pushing us backwards.
And mind you, this was over 3.5 hours, so we cut out probably, what would you say, over 80% of ballista shots?
Oh, I think we easily shot maybe 1,000 shots or more each, and we thought about speeding it up, but we want, out of fairness to the viewers, it would just be a lot of the same thing over and over again. So we decided to cut out a lot of the not so great footage, in our opinion.
Yeah, we definitely want this just to be exciting for you guys. And so what's more exciting than a Dodo Rex going crazy with the Santa hat?
So my goal was to try to get maybe the Bronto, the Dodos, and the Geigas, and maybe even the Rex up there, I can't quite tell, to try to cover some of the shots while I was trying to slip in some rocket shots. And I was also testing to see, can we get some minigun shots in, maybe to take out some organics.
And I don't know if you noticed, but I was riding the Dodo Rex. I got off of the Dodo Rex, and because I got off and I was near Goliath when he was enraged, he immediately killed me.
That's one thing to keep track of. If a Geiga ends up taking too much damage, it will enrage, throw you, and kill you, or just kill you if you happen to be on the ground.
Alcarin, you say too much damage. What do you mean by that?
I don't know exact numbers, but I think it's in the 3,000 to 4,000 range all at once. Yeah, it can take small bursts of damage over and over and over again, like gunshots or turret shots or organic turret shots. It won't enrage. It has to be 3 or 4K or more damage all at once, it seems like.
Okay, and Dodo Rex is one of the biggest dinos in the game, or whatever you want to call it, big old bird, and it still gets so much pushback. Look at this thing. It can't even barely get up there.
It literally feels like the game's glitching, like it's lagging. That's how hard you're getting pushback. The only time I was able to actually move forward a significant amount is when I lagged. That was pretty much it. I thought I was making progress. I was all the way up, and then I rubber band back just to find out that I really wasn't making any progress.
And talk about broken heart and broken hopes.
And also, it feels like the minigun doesn't really do any damage to the organics, or I'm just missing a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you gotta just, it's, so basically what I realized is catapults, which you're gonna see, are the best. Because it's hard to realize that all these tools and resources you have absolutely do crap against turrets.
Also, I noticed there's a parasaur up there that just happened to walk in, a wild parasaur. I think it's a parasaur. Paracilium?
Yeah.
It's the larger one, not the smaller one, the better one, in my opinion. It got up there, and it's just like working those organics, so I think it's actually helping us out.
Oh yeah, it looks like there's two of them. They're going to town over there.
Also, Lucy figured out, is it right click on a Dodo Rex?
Correct.
And it uses the fire. I think that's a useful tip. Also, yeah, if you can during this Christmas event before it's over, do some of the Dodo Rex at least once. It's definitely worth it. Got to gather that coal though.
Yeah, you definitely, it takes so much coal. It ends up being 160 that you need in order to summon a Dodo Rex. I was able to summon like 4 or 5 of them. Also, I noticed, I believe there is a cooldown. Don't know for sure, but I believe there's a cooldown on the right click for the fire.
Definitely, definitely. All right, so I was strapping up that Fioma, and don't put too much in the ass. They get a little pissed off. You kind of got to spread them in a circle around. And, of course, I'm trying to get up there. It looks like we've made some headway, and I'm trying to drop that yellow bomb. I don't have any coverage footage for the drop.
Exactly, and I don't know if any of you watch Friends. Girls like to be touched from head to toe. Don't just stick in one spot.
Yeah, definitely multiple stimulation is always a good thing.
Yes.
Right, Lucy?
Exactly correct.
Oh, Blackie Chan just died. That's terrible, but the Dodo Rex are still rocking it. They're just pushing forward. I think we're making progress. What do you think, Lucy?
Well, we're definitely throwing some shit out, and you can see that there's missing holes now for the organics, so we're finally getting something in there. We killed some of his, we killed some of his organics, and I believe we took out his Geiga at this point.
And I think one of our Geigas probably died at the same time. I think right now we're fetching one of the lost Ketzes and bringing it back. Any Titan Boa action there, Lucy? You take on 3 level 1 Titan Boas, die?
Well, the wonderful thing about being the person that's doing the editing, I can kind of get rid of some of that, so we're going to say no.
There was so much death, though. I think you actually missed a few deaths, and it's going to probably show that in the video here. What do you think?
It might, and my whole thought is I was just going for it, and so I died more.
Going for it does create better footage than just being conservative and not just going all in. I do agree. That is great.
Exactly. You know, I may be a woman, but I do have balls of steel.
Oh my God, balls of steel! Totally awesome. Thank you so much for that comment, Lucy. Oh, Goliath was killed and Skypain got killed. I didn't get to see who actually killed him or what they died from, but I'm betting it's probably organic or metal turrets.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it has to be that because there's nothing else up there.
Well, we had Geigas up there, and they could have enraged and turned on our own dinosaurs.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. Did you see how hot Alcarin looked with his little Santa hat on?
Yeah, we decided to go with a Santa, color scheme. Santa hat, white and red and white armor dyes, and I tried doing that on my first bazooka before it broke. Rocket launcher, not bazooka, and it just kind of goes with the Christmas theme.
And oh, look at that fire! Oh, look at it, caught it on fire! Ah, and then he killed it. Die.
My Goliath 239 Geiga was killed. Skypain was killed. This is a second perspective. It only happened once, but we're seeing it happen 2 different times. 2 different camera angles, bringing that sweet dual perspective.
I'm loving it. So I tried to have my Santa ensemble, but I have to hold true to my name, live nude and totally crude. Can't be like live in my Santa gear and crude.
I think you're just covering up the fact that you died and lost all your armor.
Quiet.
All right, so I think we just summoned another Dodo Rex. And one thing we noticed is they just run. And I think they run faster than most people can run on foot, unless you stack like 200 speed, which I didn't do, and I don't think Lucy did that either.
Yeah, and as you can see, I'm like grasping for it, and I just keep missing, and it's just driving me insane because the fucking swamp is so hard to run through.
So when you summon one of these bad boys, they start out, wild, I guess, but they're not aggressive. They don't come after you. But you do have to catch them and tap that E button to be able to claim them. Otherwise, you'll lose them. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I think you get them for about they stay up for about 20 minutes since when they're spawned.
That's exactly correct, Alcarin. And what you want to do, which Alcarin came up with a great point, is where I placed my cooking pots, I should have placed them to where they all went straight into the base, and we didn't tame them. That would be the most effective.
Well, yeah, they would be wild right out of the cooking pot. They wouldn't be able to run away. They'd end up getting hit by, or no organic turrets. They would go right for the base, and they would just eat right through the metal. That would have been best, but, hindsight's 20/20.
That's exactly correct. And the reason why they would go for the base is because they're going to be agitated because those organic turrets are going to accidentally hit them.
And I don't know, but I think organic turrets deal exactly like half the damage of what a metal turret does. So I think I mentioned this before, but if you're going to put down organics, put down 2 for every 1 metal you would put.
And do both. Do metal and do organic. But check this fucking base out. Look at what we've done so far. And here's the glitch. Oh, yeah, we've done so well.
So, yeah, we were lagging right here, and it looked like we were making progress, but when it finally rubber banded back, we weren't even that close. So we got all excited for nothing. We prematurely exploded.
Yeah, you do that quite often, Alcarin?
All the time. Actually, it's on purpose. I'm just a fast exploder, I guess. Right, Lucy?
Absolutely correct, but I don't mind.
Did I say fast exploder? I said master exploder. That's what I really meant. I don't know if you guys misheard, but that's what I meant, master exploder.
So right now we're just trying to hammer this base, like get in there as much as we can, get rid of these organics, and it's just trying to get at them, but it just feels like it's taking forever.
Yeah, on our server, some people are a little paranoid about building their bases, and it is a 24/7 PvP server. It is live. People can log in at any time and just wreck your life. So, but that's how we like to play it. I'd much rather play on a PvP server than PvE. We've played on both, and people will grief you and make your life. Oh, look at that! A ballista was stuck in the middle of the air. It got taken off one of the Ketzes, I think. Back to you, Lucy.
And absolutely. And what he was saying is about the PvE, he's 100% correct. We did it without having PvP. If anything, it's more frustrating. People were coming and taking our stuff, and we couldn't even do anything about it. What's the point of having turrets if they don't actually hit anything?
I feel like on a PvE server, you get about 20 or 30% of the game is just useless. Turrets are useless. Guns are useless because they're not that great against dinosaurs, except for maybe a trank dart. You just lose out on so much. It's not really a survival game when people can't hurt you. And that's what this is about. I really like the fact that you get scared, And, you know, it's all about surviving, you know, and other players should be a threat, potentially.
That's so funny you say that in that exact verbiage, because that was exactly what I was going to say. It's a survival game. You don't go and get stuck in the woods and then, like, have, like, magical food appear. Oh, great. No problem.
Here we are flying up on, oh, wait, no, we're back to Lucy's perspective, riding the Dodo Rex, and I think she's trying to break into that base. Just pushing hard, pushing hard.
What I was trying to do right here is I was trying to get caught on the fence so that it couldn't push me back as far. So then when it did make a lunge forward, it would actually make a lunge and potentially bite in. But it was a failed attempt.
I think I'm still on that Ket's up there. I think I still have that Fioma, and I'm trying to drop some bombs. My thought process was maybe if we could drop the Fioma now that it's been softened a little bit, maybe we can make some, maybe blow a hole in the side of the wall and maybe make a run for it. Back to you, Lucy.
Also, something really cool that we were thinking about is what about mammoth bombs? That might be effective because they're huge.
Yeah, I was wondering if we dropped a mammoth, would they get pushed less? It seems like the smaller dinosaurs get pushed less when they fall from the organics. It might be easier to land it centered. You may even be able to stick more C4 on a larger dino. I noticed you can get only about 20 or 30 sticks on a Fioma and or turtle, but a Kets can pick up a mammoth. I'm wondering about that. Back to you, Lucy.
Also, somebody mentioned going in with the Quetzalcoatl. Has anybody else done that? Please give us your comments because we definitely want to hear.
All I know is that, I don't know, we've got 50 or 60,000 life on some of these Ketses, and we can push back. I think there is less pushback on the Kets flying into the turrets, so we probably could get up there, but I felt like we were getting gunned down. Like, we wouldn't have gotten too many hits in. We probably would have lost the Kets. But then again, 50k life isn't all that much. Maybe we need to stack like 100 or more.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And right now, honestly, we're having all to potentially do that.
Definitely. Oh, looks like I just got hit by an organic turret, and or Lucy, I should say, and she's blinded. That is definitely adding some extra excitement to the fight.
Yeah, it's fun to be attacked from the booty and be blinded.
I definitely like a blindfolded booty attack when it comes to Lucy. That is totally awesome. That domination feeling or dominator feeling is awesome.
That is awesome. Nothing beats, oh wait, sorry, back to the game. Yeah, so then you see the two dodos are in there trying to attack all that and being pushed back like crazy.
At this point, I don't know if I feel like I'm making any progress. I know that those Dodo Rexes are getting hurt, but they're not actually getting up there. So I think I decided, hey, I'll grab a ballista, I'll mount it on the ground, and I'll start making ballista shots. And this does work. The turrets do not take out ballista shots, so they go right through. But it's very difficult to aim with the ballista, and it takes an insane amount of shots. We cut out thousands of shots, literally.
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, the dinos, you completely just lost hope. I pretty much planned another just complete fail. I'm happy that we got in this far and that we didn't at least lose all our dinos, but yet again, we also are doing a ninja raid because the last one sucked so bad.
That and also if we had any sort of resistance at this point, we wouldn't have even gotten this far. They could easily be picking on our dinosaurs and using all those defenses to back themselves up. It would have just been impossible with two people trying to break in.
Exactly. And then if you notice, I took the Dodo Rex over to the other side to see if I could get caught on the wall over there, and I did make a little more headway, but I mean, honestly, those organic turrets, they're insane. They're the best thing, best defense for your base ever.
Yeah, they pretty much just stun lock your Dodo. At some point, you got to just get off the Dodo and run away and follow passive to get it away from it. Oh, I put down I know we cut this out, but I put down a catapult, grabbed some shots from the Brano, threw it in there, and I think the ballista does, the ballista does more damage, but it's harder to hit with. The catapult does about half as much damage, but it's much easier to aim, and it just seems to be more effective overall.
Absolutely. So when I said that I had taken out in the last video that I took about 15 organic turrets out with the ballistas, I've taken at least 15 to 20 out with the catapult. It is insane. If you watch your aim, So you aim, you hurry and look. You can actually watch them explode if you land it perfect. So it is by far the best way to get rid of organic turrets.
Oh, definitely. So the way I did it was I would just shoot, and then Lucy could actually see from her perspective, and she would say, hey, higher, lower. Oh, right here I'm taking a look to see if we took out any generators. If you see on the, one of those floors, 2 of those floors, we took out at least 1 or more generators, and many of the turrets are deactivated at this point, at least the metal ones. So we are making headway. I really hope we can break into this base. I'm really curious to see.
Shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're taking out those metal spikes. Oh, there's a Titan boa that came up, and I just did some epic shots to try to knock it out. Back to you, Lucy.
Check this out. It was perfect. Now, if only I was that fast and good at killing snakes that are trying to go up my ass.
Oh, you know you don't want them to be killed. You want them to get up your ass. Is that right?
Well, if their name is Alcarin.
I don't know what to say, Lucy. You just blew my mind. All right, so I got my Christmas rocket launcher, dyed white and red, and my thought process is that I was going to try to shoot the rockets low enough that and on the wall enough to maybe get some wall shots to try to poke a hole, and then maybe make a run for it.
And ironically, when he was making these shots, it was actually hitting because of the angle. They weren't able to all hit him because of the building. It was a perfect idea.
Yeah, if the shot's on the left-hand side, then the turrets on the right-hand side actually couldn't hit it.
Yeah.
It actually worked out.
Yeah, it was a brilliant idea, and it was on the spot. So it wasn't, you were actually Johnny on the spot, I guess, at that point. You weren't after the fact.
Oh, yeah, I'm always Johnny on the spot. What are you talking about? Back to the ballista shots. Maybe I thought we could get some more in. I may have ran out of catapult shots. I don't remember. But the point is we're trying to just soften it up a little bit more to get that running start.
Yeah, I mean, just at this point, we're just trying, like, going back and forth, trying to see what we can do. But look at that fucking base now. Seriously, look how much we took out.
I don't know, 3-something levels of metal turrets. And then, I don't know, it looks like full corner of organics we've gotten out. And we've stripped out all of the wooden spikes. And all the dinos are dead. So, as far as I can tell, I think all their dinos are dead. And so it's a matter of just poking holes.
Absolutely. Like, right now, all he needs to do is poke a hole in there, and then we're pretty much solid to move in. Ah, he keeps getting hit.
I'm just kind of testing the boundaries and see how close I can get. There we go. See those low shots coming in? The turrets on the right actually hit it, but the turrets on the left, I don't think they could. Also, it's becoming nighttime. I think this is like 2 in-game days that we've been working on this.
Yeah, I mean, do you know how many real-life minutes or hours it takes for the day to go from day to night?
Our servers, what was it? It's modified. The nights are quite a bit shorter. I don't know, maybe a third of the time, maybe a little less than a third, maybe closer to a quarter. And then the days. We purposely set that up.
Oh, fuck, you got it!
My God. See, look at that. I poked a hole right there. Awesome.
Oh, shit. See? Brilliant idea. You just have to look at everything and use the surrounding in your favor. His own building is blocking his turrets from doing their job.
And I think that his turrets are hitting the rocket and exploding it, but the blast range is actually hitting walls.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Blast damage. Okay, so it's just going... And if you notice, I'm also hitting catapults at this moment. You can see him going over there and landing.
Yeah, Lucy's shooting catapults on the left. I'm shooting rockets on the right. We're just slowly making headway. I think we're almost ready to run in.
I'm not running in there. Haven't you? My balls of steel are somewhere else.
Well, Lucy's armor's gone at this point, and she's just doing this whole thing naked. I still have my armor intact, so I think I just decided that it would be best that I, with all my medical brews and my really nice armor, I would probably be able to just smash those medical brews and just run right in there pretty soon.
And don't forget that we also have the last part of this coming out on Tuesday, and it shows if we are finally able to conquer this badass base.
About how many rockets do you think I used at this point? Are we at 100 or 200? Oh, Raptor Claws has arrived. That's always nice.
We need to get our coal. See, people think coal's a bad thing. Hello, Dodo Rex. No.
I don't think we could have done this without Dodorexes. I think that, we're getting a little sneak peek.
Oh, shit.
I'm just trying to look to see if the hole's big enough yet before I plunge in there.
And I think he used well over 200, because when I checked after, they were almost all gone.
And I think I used more than one rocket launcher because I don't think that one's died anymore. I think the other one broke, and I went and grabbed another one off the Bruno just to keep shooting.
Yeah, you started with the Journeyman one, so I don't think that's what this one is.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, we're just still pushing. Oh, taking another peek, and I think we're almost ready. What do you think, Lucy?
Yeah, it looks like you're finally getting some real headway in there. You're really making some head.
Definitely.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Is it almost that time? We're waiting for it. Wait for it. Oh, it just seems like there's. Oh, I'm going for it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm running! Oh! I made it! I think I made it.
Don't forget, stay tuned for our next episode on Tuesday. Thank you all.
Thank you so much for all your support. Peace.
Peace out.